All right, sorry for the delay. We'll go ahead and jump right into it to continue from earlier today when apparently I was a lot more tired than I thought I was and I was falling asleep. So, okay. So we have a few different goals here, or things that want to accomplish that. Oh yeah, it's her closet. We're not going to open it while she's here. Excuse me. A couple of things, or a few things we want to accomplish. One of them is we want to distract the woman in the, I guess it's cafeteria or break room of the asylum workers, so that she can leave, and then we can go through the mirror there, because there probably is more stuff to do in the mirror world once we go through that. And we were able to swipe the tuna sandwich from the table that one of the workers was going to eat, and that made them leave the room and go somewhere else. And so it seems clear that that's what we're supposed to do for the next person as well. Also, there is a, what was it? A chest or something? Hang on. Not here. Not here. Was it any of these? Something. I don't remember. Somewhere there was like a chest or something like that that we wanted to open with a key. We didn't have the key. So, this is where we found the fingerprint powder. It's going to be, what's his name? Not Dorian. What is it? That is Dorian, yeah. Yeah, and we think Dorian might be a cop, although we don't know for sure. This door's locked, so this would be something potentially to try to open. We don't have a key or anything. Coming up over here, so there are also these doors that are boarded up. I'm not sure if we're ever supposed to get into any of these boarded up rooms, though. I don't think so. It's possible, though. And if we do, then we'll need something like a hammer. But I don't know that we're supposed to actually open those. I suppose it depends. But somewhere, though, there's a locked something. Might be over in the other building. This is blocked by rubble. Was it if I went into the real world through the mirror? Is that where... No, there's not a chest. I don't know. Alright, well, whatever. There was something, though, that I wanted to unlock somewhere, and I can't remember now where that was. This is the real world. We come over here, not run into the sign. So our cat is eating... Oh, yeah. A key to unlock this. Because I think if I unlock this, then I can monkey with a power, which will then allow for distraction in the cafeteria. But I don't know how I find a key for that. Really sure. This is Midge. We're trying to help him get his, find his real self, because we're in the mirror world, and then reunite with that. And I don't remember, I think it's also so he can escape the asylum. I don't think he wants to stay here. In addition to trying to find Litchum's real world self and waiting for that Dorian guy. So we got a few things going on right now, and I don't know really if there's a particular order for those things that needs to happen. I feel like no. This is too small. Use item? What would I use? Oh, what did he say? Oh, I missed it. Hang on. What did he say? Could use this to grab the key. It's too far away. I can't reach it. Oh, there's a key behind this? Oh, I didn't remember that there was a key. Okay. Broom is longer, but I don't think I can get back there. Could use reach the key on the other side, but I can't grab it with the broom's edge. Oh, what if I hadn't thought of that? I don't normally think you would do something like that, but maybe. This? Wrap the hanger around the broom's pole. It makes an interesting device. There we go. Okay. So now maybe I can use the broom hanger, the hang room or something. Guess it's worth a try. There we go. Grabbing it. We got the key. Boom. Like that. Headshot. Got it. No longer have the broom or the hanger, so I don't need those anymore, clearly. If I got that from reality, then I need that for reality. So let's... And now, can I do this? Oh, I need her to buzz me in. The key might be for that door back behind her desk, too. It's possible. Hello. Can I help you? Are you visiting someone? Yes. Who is it? A guy named Jim. Jim? Jim never had a visitor here. Can you tell me his last name? You know what? Never mind. I better stop here before I do any more damage. So Midge can't tell me Jim's last name? Hang on. I could have sworn I asked him about that. What's his last name, dude? How do I empty the staff room? How can I help you? I know those. And then do you know Lechem? Yeah, okay. Except that so we have key, brochure, which I've already flipped over. Other than reading more that's on the back, I don't know what you do with that. This. Use this on the glass? No. Okay. With not the recorder. With this? I don't know if there's anything I could use the fingerprint pattern on right now. I already did the glass. Whoops. These things I had before, so that's kind of pointless. Yeah. Okay, I don't know why I would combine that with something right now. So there's got to be something else that I'm missing for that. It's possible I need it for a door in another. Like in reality. Maybe. Where would I want to go for that? Is that over in the other building? Maybe. If I come... I've already been through there, so I don't want that, I guess. Okay. This... Yeah, it's blocked. That's what I was trying to remember, if it was blocked or if it was just... Oh, maybe... So maybe I use the fuse box now? I'm not sure what that key goes to, so that may or may not be correct. I guess we'll see. There we go. No indication what each switch is for. Maybe if I knew which one is for the TV, I could turn it off and mix things up a little bit. Use fingerprint powder on here. Okay, what can I do here? Well, let's try this thing. There it is. This is what's to use the most. It must be the TVs. I mean, I don't know if that's exactly a deduction, a proper deduction to make, but I guess whatever. Now I have to wait and see if it has any effect. Hey! The TV! What's going on? The TV shut down again. Let's see what's wrong. No power. It's that fuse again. Go around the corner and sneak. Yep, there it is. Oh, look at the time. I should be heading home already. Good. She won't be going back to the staff room anytime soon. Oh, that's who it was? I thought it was the guy that was in front of the entrance where the inmates might be. Oh, or the patients might be. Okay, so it should have been a girl's voice. Whatever. I don't know. Okay. So now I can walk through the mirror in her or in the break room. Hang on. Walk in. Okay, and then go through here. Oh yeah, it makes sense because it's flipped, so it was top right, top left. I guess I should have put two and two together. My brain apparently did not figure that out though. Not here, but here. Alright. So now we walk in here. And we get... I don't think I'll need another broom. SAS personal shells keep their bags here. One exactly like this at work. Already took a glass of water. Nothing special for any of those. Staff's food. Oh, let me leave it. Well, let me leave it open. This. Nothing there. Okay. So far, nothing special. Guess the real world. In the real world, the nurse ate her sandwich. I think I looked at enough sofas for today. Very nice looking plant. Guess this leads to the asylum's lobby. Right. And... hey, it's Jim. I need to get him out of here. Hi, Jim. I'm Daniel. I'm here to help you. Jim? I don't know what's wrong with him. He's looking at me, but he's not responding. I need to think of a way to get his attention. Nah, okay. Fine. Just standing there staring into space. Hi? Huh. Okay. Seems to be enjoying the art workshop. Hi. Hi. Do you like my drawing? Yeah, sure. If the nurses like it, they'll put it up on the board. I hope they do. Her painting is nice. Hi. He's not talkative. Okay. Watching TV very passionately. Hi. You're blocking the TV. Of course. Watching TV very passionately. Hi. Move! I can't see the TV. And if I go to the side, there we go. Now what do I do? Hi. No, I'm not. I'm on the side, but fine. Patient rooms. You can't be here. This hall is for the patients. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Leads to the asylum's reception. Hey, what are you doing here? You buzzed me in earlier, don't you remember? Did I? I'm sorry. I must have forgot. Ah, you're wrong. But I'm lying, but that's okay. You don't know. How can I get his attention? Hey, Jim, take a look at this. No reaction. Take a look at this. I mean, if all it is take a look, obviously water isn't going to work. Oh, it's show item. Yeah, I was thinking the use item. I don't think that was the cat's blanket. That's the card to swipe to get in. Yeah, okay. There's nothing else in here. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. Okay. So I would need what? To ask Midge how to get Jim's attention? Jim won't talk to me. I found Jim, but there's something wrong with him. He looks at me but doesn't respond. It's the drugs, poor guy. He would respond to me, I know he would. But I can't go in there. Someone might see me. I need to get him over there. Man, my nose, sorry. What is this? Old picture of me and my parents and my sister Becky. That's not gonna... I wouldn't think that'd be significant to him at all. Let's talk to... Hang on. What if I... I don't know that I can, but what if I use the recorder with him? Or can I even do that? Show item. Hey Midge, maybe you can record your voice? Maybe Jim will react to it. Why not? It could work. Hey Jimmy, can you hear me? It's me, Midge. You can go with this man. I'll be waiting for you on the other side, I promise. Thanks. Thank you. Alright, now let's try. Now, hey Jim, listen to this. Hey Jimmy, can you hear me? It's me, Midge. You can go with this man. I'll be waiting for you on the other side, I promise. Midge? Yes, it's Midge. Can you please come with me? Okay. Jimmy, so happy to see you here. Where am I? You're with me now. I'll take you away from here. Thank you, Daniel. I can't believe you pulled that off. We're going to be leaving now. Already packed my things. I left some stuff in my room that I don't need, so feel free to look. Maybe you'll find something useful. Thanks. Thank you. I'll see you around. Come on, Jimmy, let's hit the road. And they're out of here. Since they're in the mirror world, nobody's going to find them. Hope they'll be okay. Okay, so back to his room. And I don't know if I need to be this far, or if I needed to switch worlds again in order to do it, but just in the off chance that became important for some reason. Okay, so now walk again. No, whoops, this is Lichem. I want the rooms. Hey, this room wasn't open before. That might be Midge's room. This used to be Midge's closet until very recently. Oops. Wrong thing. Look at. There we go. It's empty. Midge took all his clothes. Okay. God, this painting. It's so different from the other paintings here. The colors are so vivid. There's a signature. VA 1890. The patient Stella was looking for. She said he was a painter. Could this be one of his paintings? Oh, snap. Guess this was Midge's dresser. Whoops. Yeah, I did it again. Look at. It's empty. I guess he took all of his stuff. Okay. Look at. It's the stuff Midge has left behind. It's all garbage. I have no use for it. Why would I need socks? Well, not now, maybe. At some point we probably will. Otherwise it wouldn't be there. Okay, so now I talk to Stella, but she's... Which room is she? This one? Yeah. I saw the painting in Midge's room. Or did you see the painting in Midge's room? No, never been in Midge's room. He always locks it. Could it be that it belonged to the patient who escaped? I'm not sure. He might have lived in that room. It's possible. And he was a painter. So the year 1890 might have been the year that he stayed here. Might be. This is very interesting. I wish I had some more information. You're going, okay, I'll be here if you need something. Okay, so... She has more, but not enough yet, I guess. I'm trying to think if I need to just wait time, but I don't. There's not a past time function in this game as far as I know, so that's not a thing. So I really need to, and this is locked still, right? Oh, guess leads to one of the guest rooms. No answer. This is really the worst time to disappear, Gem. Perhaps there's another way to get inside. Maybe it'll help me find out where she is. It's locked. No, not through there. It says maybe there's another way to get inside. Well, if there is, I'll have to do some hunting around because it's not obvious. I was thinking maybe if there was like a hole in the wall or boarded up something or other, or I don't know, but... Oh! You know what, though? Close. Can't do that one, okay. I was thinking maybe cover the mirror. Maybe the one below her room? Maybe. Close. It's not working. Summer, yeah. Unless it's an adjacent room, really, it's not going to be helpful to cover a mirror. Because anywhere else, it'll already... Okay, it is just that. Still no there. See, all these have the mirror above the radiator, which makes it much more limited in what you can do. Not going to use anything on that, which makes sense. Wouldn't really expect. Travel bag probably belongs to the guy over here. What's this? What is that? It looks like a pool of dry blood, but it's kind of hard to tell. That's not awesome. Is that from Midge and Jim? Wouldn't think so, but... Cat seems to be enjoying the meal, only there's nothing there, because we're in the mirror world, of course. No reason to do that, I don't think. Not using anything there. The only usefulness, and I don't even know if it's going to apply, the only usefulness I could see potentially, we could see, if I do that, blanket has some holes in it, won't do. Besides, I don't think I have a reason to cover the mirror. So the blanket won't work anyway. Okay. So I guess I stop looking for stuff like that because that's not going to work. There's no use item option here. What else? I'm not going to use the blanket on that. So the blanket obviously is going to have a use at some point, but I don't know what it is. Nothing in here I could figure out. So what? Check fingerprint powder I found here. Yeah, that's it. Nothing new or anything. Yes. I don't know. I can only look. I can't do anything with that. So what would... This is where I met Midge. Now he's probably heading to the deep shadows with Jim. No, those are... What does he say? Oops. This side is kind of creepy. Hey, Phil Fox, welcome. Yeah, sorry about earlier. I ended up, after the fact, like after I ended that stream earlier, I ended up sleeping for another 3 hours. And I feel a lot better now, a lot less tired. So, you just got home? Ah, cool. Yeah, so I don't know how much you followed this along. But effectively, right, this the splitting. So there is this guy we're playing. What is his name? Our name is... I can't remember. Anyway, but our character, I guess, experienced some trauma or something, and he split. His soul split in two. One half of his soul... So, the idea is basically that souls are composed of two parts. There's your real life self, and then there's the mirror version of yourself. Well, for whatever reason, some trauma or something happened, and his mirror self split from his real self. So at his house, he passed through his mirror one morning, like, what's going on? And he learned a bunch of stuff about this guy named Licham, who is Mitchell, but his name is reversed, because he's in the mirror world, who wants to get back to his real self and reunite with him. So, basically, Licham had split, or Licham and Mitchell basically had split from each other on purpose, because that was the only way that they could escape from prison. We don't know why he was in prison, so he could be a dangerous criminal for all we know. We're not sure. But we only have met Licham, the mirror version. Anyway, he said they split so they could get out, so that real life Mitchell could get out of prison. That basically, once the soul splits, your real life self can walk through the mirror into the mirror world. And so the soul split. Licham backed off. Real life Mitchell passed through the mirror, and then they were both in the mirror world. Well, at some point they got separated. I don't know if that happened, like they split, the soul split, and then Licham went somewhere and Mitchell did not. And then when Mitchell passed through the mirror, Licham wasn't there, or vice versa. Anyway, so they got separated from each other somehow. So we're trying to find Mitchell in the mirror world and reunite him with Licham so that they can become a complete soul, and then they'll be back in the real world instead of the mirror world. Licham really badly wants to get reunited because he's got a family. He said he's got a wife and he's got a kid or kids, one of the two. So he wants to reunite. The only reason he split in the first place was so he could escape from prison. So again, we don't know why he was in prison. He could have been in there for like tax fraud or something that is a crime, but you know, it's not violent crime or something. Anyway, and so in the course of everything, we were trying to figure out a way to find our mirrored self. Because we don't know why we split. But we want to find our mirrored self and reunite the soul together as well for our character. So Licham said he would help us, but we needed to help him as well. You know, scratch my back, I scratch yours. So we did a bunch of things around the main character's house in the Splitting Chapter 1 that eventually allowed us to get enough stuff set up so that we could leave. Basically, we needed a bus ticket. We needed to be able to hop on a bus and ride to the asylum, which was the last place that Licham knew his real life self had been. So we, at the end of chapter 1, we got on a bus and we rode to a stop and found that for some reason, I don't remember the reason it was given, but for some reason, maybe there's just one bus ticket anyway, not both characters, not Licham as well as us, not both could go. Only one of the two could go. So Licham took the bus. We arranged, we went to a nearby town by the bus stop, and we did things there and arranged to get a bus to the asylum. So now we're at the asylum. And then, okay, no problem. And so now that we got to the asylum, we ran into this group of people in the mirror world. Most of them are mirrored versions of people. Like there's Gem, which is the mirror version of Meg, and so on. But there are at least a couple who were real life people as well, like not mirror people, but who are in the mirror world. Anyway, we're waiting for a guy named Dorian to show up, who I guess used to be a cop or something, and we're going to try to, well, Licham doesn't think that Dorian used to be a cop. He said that Meg would know, and Meg never said anything about him being a cop. So, but we found a fingerprinting kit in Dorian's luggage. So we're worried that when Dorian finally shows up, he will in fact be a cop, which is going to be bad if Licham/Mitchell is escaped from prison. Obviously, Dorian is going to maybe be less inclined to help. Let's put it that way. I don't know. It might even be more extreme than that. Anyway, so that's a problem. And I think that's kind of the general theme, is we're just waiting for Dorian to show up. So we're doing other things in the meantime. So I got this cat out here. Basically, I needed to empty. Okay, slightly back up. There was a character here named Jim. Well, the mirror version, Midge. I don't know if you've seen any of it. I'm not sure. I've been recording it as I've been playing it, obviously. So it'll be up on my YouTube channel as just individual pieces as you go along. But there's also, it could be around, definitely could be a nod to Dorian Gray. Yeah. Anyway, there'll be pieces when I finally upload it as just a normal series, like from the stream, like into pieces, like 20-30 minute parts or whatever. But in the meantime, they're the streams. There's from the Hallow stream is the first part of that I played, and then I've played a few since in like 3 or 4 weeks now, I think. Might be 5 weeks even. Anyway, of this since we finished the previous game. So anyway, so Midge had his mirror version, but then there was the real life version of Midge, Jim, who was in the asylum. But Midge said that he felt like Jim didn't belong in the asylum, and they were drugging him, and so Jim he was kind of out of it. And Midge was really worried about what would happen to Jim if he stayed there too long. And of course, obviously, if the real life person dies, I believe the mirror part of the soul dies as well, although I'm not totally clear on that. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, and so we helped Midge reunite with his soul, his real life soul, figured out, like, convinced his real life soul to pass through the mirror, reunite, and so they left the asylum now, so they're safe. He left some stuff behind. For now, we think it's junk. Probably will be useful later, although I don't know for sure. There is a girl named Stella here. Stella, so she's real life person, not Alex. That would be the mirror version. Stella, a real life person in the mirror world, like us. She's here because she's trying to study the history of the asylum and figured here in the mirror world she might have better success figuring things out. So she was looking at a patient from the 1890s who had been here in the asylum, who was a painter. As we've been trying to here and there, trying to find little bits and pieces, little clues to help her learn more about him. So we found a record in their records office in the asylum. We, doing the whole go in the mirror world, nobody's there, come out, go through another mirror, back to the real world. Now we've passed a barrier that we weren't able to pass, but because we went mirror world, we were able to pass it. This kind of stuff. We ended up looking up a record for him and finding a little bit of information. And then we also, since we helped Jim and Midge reunite, he left his stuff behind, like I mentioned, but he also left the door to his room open because obviously that's how we found his stuff. And in his room was a painting by the painter that Stella's interested in. So that's progressing that as well a bit. Don't know what all we've found. This kitty cat out here, what came out here to eat, it's eating nothing in the mirror world, but we basically stole somebody's sandwich in the mirror world and then put it over in the bowl here in the real world. The cat smelled it and came over and started eating the sandwich in the real world. Anyway, in the process of that, we got this blanket down here, for example. So anyway, some of that stuff's progressing, but it's kind of hard to know, just like with a normal point and click or something, exactly what is the next step necessarily. Sometimes sometimes it's obvious, and sometimes it's a lot less obvious, and you have to try to figure stuff out. So that's kind of where we are now. I finished just a little bit ago, maybe 20 minutes ago or something, finished helping Jim escape. Like maybe 5-10 minutes before you jumped on, actually. Helped Jim escape and got additional information about that. So, no, you could look at each other in the mirror, I think. Like you see your reflection, but only if your soul is united, I think. So in other words, if I looked in a mirror in the real world and my mirror self looked in the mirror world, but we were a split soul, I think we would not see each other. Because, for example, once your soul is split, you can pass through a mirror, which you cannot do in reality, right? So I assume if you looked at each other, you would just see the same thing you normally see on a mirror once your soul is split, which is kind of like there's no reflection, and then that means you can pass through. That's how we passed through in the first place, is we woke up in the morning, looked at the mirror and like, what the? There's no reflection. And then we stuck our arm, we're like, wait, and then we walked through. So that's how we even learned that the soul was split in the first place. It was very strange to our character. And then when we walked through, our own mirror self, our mirror self has gone off somewhere and we don't know where, and we're trying to find it so we can reunite our soul. Anyway, so that's kind of how that whole story got going. So yeah, I don't think you can see each other in reality. So there are a couple things potentially to note that, or not note maybe, but a couple things that I know we need to figure out, but I don't know yet how to do so. So first of all, there's this. This happened after Jim left. So after Jim and Midge left together, both in the mirror world. So basically, Jim, right, was a patient, and Midge was the mirror self. Once we got the two of them together, both in the mirror world, Midge said he's gonna lead Jim off into the dark recesses of the mirror world so that people won't be able to find him. Won't be able to find the real self. So here is an example of how that kind of works. So if you go up here, see how the wall is kind of crumbling up on the top here, and there's like void behind it? This is what happens when a mirror is not around in the mirror world. So if there's a mirror, like in this room, the whole room is displayed just like in reality, except it's flipped, but otherwise it's all intact and everything. But if you go up here, there's no mirror. The mirror world starts to kind of decay and crumble and fall away because there's no mirror present. As you go over here, it's still crumbling as well here. Also here, because there's no mirror, right? But as soon as I go in a bedroom where there's a mirror, fully intact. Crumbling there, mirror, fully intact. You get the idea. So, there is here in this room, this is where, so Dorian is the person we suspect is a cop. Dorian is not arrived yet. So he's been here. He's like, this is his suitcase and stuff, but he had left to do some stuff. He's gonna come back sometime later, but he's not back yet. So in the meantime, we snooped around because, you know, like that's totally the logical thing to do. Is somebody's gone, let's look at their stuff, obviously. Anyway, and we came to the suitcase here and opened it, and we found the fingerprint powder, which made us think, oh, he probably is a cop, okay? But Litcham, so the guy in the mirror world that we saw at our house, who originally helped lead us to the asylum here, he's around, and we, so Gem, the mirror Meg, right? Gem had said that we're waiting on Dorian, and once he comes, we'll, I don't remember, have a meeting, and there'll be some kind of a plan or something or other. Anyway, but so we discovered this stuff about Dorian, so we went and talked to Litcham about it, and Litcham was like, well, I don't think that probably should be a problem, right? I mean, Gem would have said something if it was a problem. Gem never said anything, so I think Dorian's probably fine. We're like, yeah, and people just randomly have fingerprinting powder in their suitcase, but Litcham was like, you can get that anywhere. I mean, which might be true. You might be able to get a lot of stuff that could help show fingerprints, but the fingerprinting powder we had specifically said fingerprinting powder, and it had like a police logo on it and stuff. So it's clear. I mean, it's pretty obvious he's a cop, or he got it from a cop, either way. So we're suspicious. And since Gem never said anything to Litcham about Dorian being a cop, we're worried that maybe she's hiding something. So come down here. She was in her room earlier, but now her room is locked, and door leads to one of the guest rooms. Oops, and knock. No answer? This is really the worst time to disappear, Gem. Perhaps there's got to be another way to get inside. Maybe it'll help me to find out where she is. Or help me find out where she is. So, we can't, it's locked. So, one trick, because we talked about before, for example, how the rooms crumble like this. So one trick we've previously used. So once we were in chapter 2, right? But there was that bus stop where Litcham was waiting, and we'd gone to the nearby town, the cafeteria or the restaurant there, and done some stuff. We figured out that because of the crumbling when there's not a mirror present, if you have a cloth of some kind and you throw that over a mirror, then suddenly the area where the mirror is covered decays as if there weren't a mirror at all, kind of like up here, right? So because of that, we were able to manipulate some things, because sometimes the decay means like a whole wall might be missing, or a big hole in the wall might be there or something. So we were able to pass through rooms that we normally couldn't, because there now is a big hole in the wall, to use that kind of a trick or something. So I've been looking around to see if there's a way around, like getting around having to go through the front door of Gem's room, right? But the mirrors here you cannot get to. I cannot, there's no way to get to this mirror. I also, just to test it out, because I was like, okay, well, can I even use this at all? I tried out this here, this cat blanket, but it has holes in it. So it's not sufficient to cover a mirror to then cause the decaying thing or whatever. So either we need some other sheet instead of that, or we're not supposed to use that at all. And I actually think the latter is probably true, because these small mirrors, I can't even interact with them anyway. The best I can do is interact with the radiator that's in front of it, right? But that, I mean, okay, that's fine. I can't actually do anything with the mirror itself. So I'm not going to be able to just slip through the wall. So I will definitely need something else. And since this doesn't have a use item, it just has like open. I don't think it's going to be using a key. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, but I definitely am supposed to do something that lets me get around or pass through or something along those lines. Yeah, you could always, if you don't know too, you could always check a window. When you look at it, it's dark and foggy. That's how you know it's the mirror world. It's not really sunny like the real world is. So, and this is a window we had opened earlier or previously and passed through. So anyway, so there's trying to get into Gem's room. There's after Midge and Jim left, this blood spot appeared. What's that? Looks like a pool of dry blood. It's hard to tell. And so I think, or I thought initially, I should say, I don't think now so much. Initially, I thought, oh, maybe we're supposed to use like, because we have in our inventory, we have this glass of water. But I don't have so at least the way up until now it's worked is if I look at something like this, I'll have a use item menu option. I don't. I just have look at. So that might just be for flavor because otherwise I have this combine, but I have to combine it with something in my inventory which I don't have, which I don't want to do. So the other option is look at, and it just says it's cool, refreshing water. So since there's no use item on this, and there is no menu option with the water itself, I don't think I'm supposed to rehydrate that. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, really. But obviously it's significant. That showed up, like I said, after Jim/Midge left. So some consequence for having helped him escape, I guess. I don't know what that means. Like the blood spot, does that mean somebody got hurt as a consequence of what I did? Or does that mean that Midge/Jim actually got hurt? Because I can't tell. So and I have the water I had previously. So if we go to reality, okay, you'll see some differences too between them, right? So if I go like this, okay, you see how not only is it mirrored, but also both doors above the receptionist are open, as well as is the panel on the desk so you can walk through to the back. If I go here, the panel's not open, the door behind the panel is not open. So that's, obviously. So if let's do this, hang on. Okay, if we go back over here. Okay, so up here's the cafeteria. I can access it in both worlds, not a big deal. There were people in here, cleared them out. The mirror's free now, so I can pass through that if I want. But what I was to say is if I go up here and then I go here, this is like an orderly. She's watching over the hall. She can't see me. Yeah, she can't see me in the mirror world, right? And listen. She's not talking to anyone right now. Anyway, all of these doors are locked. Or, well, they're not locked, I guess. It says they don't want to just enter someone's room. So I don't know about that. Anyway, so I think, no worries. So I think we might at some point want to get into those rooms, but I obviously don't know how we're going to do that. Another thing is also because if I go and if I switch to reality and then enter here, this orderly or whatever their actual position is, this person here tells me that I can't be in here. That's for patients only. So I have to figure something out in order to. I'm assuming I need to. So in order to enter there, I have to figure something out. Some kind of art workshop. Yeah, these two patients are doing the art workshop, and this blonde person at the top here thinks or is hoping that their art piece will win. These two people here are watching this television here. I don't know what we do with that at that point, though. Like, previously, we had turned off a circuit breaker outside in the real world, so in this world, and that had done a couple of things. That, first of all, yeah, I can't be here. Whoops. So sorry. Wrong blow. First of all, that emptied this room so we could come out of this room. But also, let me walk through this room and pass through. In addition to that, this door here, because I was able to pass through the mirror, I was in reality. I was able then to come down here. Well, first of all, I was able to open these doors that are not open in reality normally, or were not open before. Also open this door, which is back out to reception, which allows me to pass through where previously I couldn't, although right now we're in the mirror world, but you get the idea. Anyway, so I think that's kind of a good summary of what's going on. I've been summarizing what's going on at the same time as trying to think of how I can do stuff, and I've not come up with anything. I still don't know what this other key goes to. Maybe the filing cabinet? Maybe. Glad I managed to reach the real key. Yeah, that's how we did it too, by the way. We were able to so we had a broom and a hanger. We tied the hanger around the end of the broom. So we had length from the broom, then we had the hanger for hooking. And we stuck the broom hanger combo through the mirror, and in the real world, the hook then grabbed a key, and we pulled it back into the mirror world. Then passing through, we had a key to do, stuff like the circuit breaker that we did to empty the kitchen of the person that I was saying before. Right, and in some cases, we close this, and then it becomes like all decrepit like this, right? Which... I'm trying to think if that maybe gave me an idea. Anyway, closing this, for example, like I said, is another way, just like covering a mirror that lets you switch mirrors or switch, realities from being, a good reality or what have you to something else. Good. I'm glad it made sense. Yeah, so I can't use... Hmm. Trying to think if there are any other cabinets like that with a big mirror that maybe I can close, and then that could have some kind of an effect. But I don't think in most of these cases, in these rooms, the mirror is always up and past the radiators there, so we can't do anything with those. I think in pretty much every one of these patient rooms, the mirror is back and away, so we can't reach them. I mean, if it were reality, you could reach them one way or another, right? But this is the game. The game doesn't allow us to reach them, I guess. These boarded up doors, potentially, we might be able to use, but we don't have a claw hammer or a crowbar or anything to pry those off. So I'm not sure how that would work. Yeah, so we can't really do anything with that. This is blocked by rubble or something, whatever it is on the other side, so we can't pass through that. Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll have to figure out more later. I think we're gonna quit for now. It does remember where you last left off, as long as you don't make the mistake of, when you start the game, hitting N for new game. You hit space to continue. And since space is below N, the not temptation, but the knee-jerk reaction would be to open the game and hit N, like just the top thing, click on that, and that's incorrect. That will start you all over at the beginning again, which means you lose all the progress, which is not a good idea, of course. So, okay. I'm not going to worry about restarting the stream. We'll just switch. Just in the process, we'll be flexible and just kind of in motion, as it were, or whatever. Switch. I think, though, if I should change this. Okay, let's go here. We'll say get. Okay. Do I change the title? Yeah, we'll update titles. Okay. What was the next? Oh. Okay. Yeah, we'll turn to it. Fine. And get even. Change this now to this. Okay. This update. Why are you doing that? Do that. There we go. Should have a scroll bar on the side for some reason. Anyway. Okay, so now let me pull Steam up. And then we'll jump into Get Even. We're returning to the scene where we found the girl, or we're hunting for the girl at the very beginning of the game. We're returning to that scene and investigating a potential murder, I think, or something like that had happened before. before we ever even went to rescue the girl. And I don't know why there would have been that other crime. That's, I think, what we're trying to investigate. Something along those lines, anyway. All right, let's jump in. Get even again. Okay, I'm just going to get a drink. You could, I don't know, you probably can't, may not be able to tell from this distance, but my lips are fairly cracked. I'm dehydrated, I think, some. So I'm going to get a couple of things to drink. I'll be right back, and then we'll go. All right. I feel like this is too loud now. Okay. It's taking too long? Alright. So we'll continue. Turn this down some. Pretty loud in my headphones. I mean, the Hallow stream is basically 24 hours of stream, so it takes a while. There's a lot of buffering and stuff, I'm sure, when you're doing playback. So June 20th, 2015. This, I guess, is a date prior to... I want this one? There we go. Might not be anything important. I guess not. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So this is prior to our initial mission to try to rescue the girl. Why did it beep? I don't know the reason for the beeping. That's strange. Anything sus here? No, right? No, yeah, okay. I don't know. Seems wrong, but, you know, whatever, I guess. Yeah. So we are, this is the crouch.
Jesus, man. Get your hands off. There's no need for any of this.
Shut up. Move.
Okay, so we're seeing bits of what happened, maybe. Only little pieces, though. This is not reality, so we're not actually in this place anymore. We're in, like, something, not in our mind exactly, but basically in our mind. Recreating this stuff from the past, so. Probably not going to be doing anything with that then, I guess, right? Seen all the games. Yeah. I've played a lot of games. It's definitely true. And these are obviously all the stuff I've done on YouTube doesn't even scratch, well, it scratched the surface. I'm not going to pretend like I've played a billion games, but it is not even close to all of the games that I've played in outside of YouTube, so. Something, oh yeah, these are blood spots. Well, whether you do a scan or not, these are definitely blood. So that's not awesome. Let's turn the light off so I don't make myself known as easily, although that noise was pretty loud, but I guess whatever. Is there more blood? There's a rag here. Oh, okay. Hey, Silua, welcome.
Wait. I know this place. This is where the explosion happened.
Ah, yes. Your mind is preoccupied with the explosion, Mr. Black. The Pandora can only process what your brain offers. Concentrate only on the memory at hand.
I am trying.
Then try harder.
Yeah.
No worries, Chief. Glad to be aboard. Not a hair on our head. Trust me. You brought me here. Fuck you.
Red? Hey, Red! What the hell is this? None of this makes any sense.
You are here because you have formed a mental link between this man and the explosion. The Pandora is trying to decode the messages your mind is sending. Focus.
It's your fault. Okay. Yeah, I think the first year, roughly something like that. Yeah. Okay, I know it sucks timing wise, but I have to use the bathroom, so I just barely got in and I have to use the bathroom. I'll be back in a little bit. This will be a little bit like maybe closer to 5 minutes, but we'll see. I'll be back. Right back. Sorry about that. Timing me. I'm glad you've enjoyed the last 10 years. More time to come, hopefully. Should be. Okay, so I don't know if we want to use different filters, maybe? Or something? Try to somehow sift through what we're seeing versus what's real. This is heat, so that's probably not Okay, all of this shows up as well when we use this mode, interestingly. But okay. So we keep following the what look like the blood spots over
That's
to
it.
here.
The Pandora unit is offering you a pathway deeper into your memory. Pursue this. Focus and proceed.
Deeper into my memory? Is that what I want to do, though? I feel like I don't want to trust these guys, though, and I want to do something else. But I don't know that there's anything else I can do. Not turning that. I go back out the way I came in. That's not going to help anybody. Including myself, I think. Okay, I guess I don't really have much of a choice. I guess we are going to go farther, deeper in. That's interesting. I guess. Okay. Damn it! I didn't even think I should have taken a picture of that. Son of a... I should take... That's probably evidence. That photo is probably evidence of some kind that I needed. Stink. I didn't even think about that. Damn it. Because in addition to everything else, I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on, and also how I'm tied to everything. And it's not going to be the simple thing that they've been telling me, so I'm trying to gather evidence as much as I can.
Remember, Mr. Black, human memory is unreliable at the best of times. I need you to work with
My technology, not against it.
Take in your surroundings and get as much information as you can.
I'm sure none of this is useful, but... This, though, footprints definitely go this way. According to this, anyway. So I guess we're going in here. Why is it all super shimmery behind here? We don't note anything special about that, but it is still strange. Could be because this is the Pandora feeding me the memory. Could be that that's just the limit of what the Pandora has rendered, so I'm not able to see anything more. That could be just like the edge of that. Yeah. I probably am late. I mean, I just approximate. I don't know actual time. I'm not like... It's not like I take a stopwatch in there with me or something. Okay, here you go. No, I'm going too fast. I gotta take longer. You know, it's not like that, obviously. Up to that door. But ignoring these others, huh? Why? Okay. Evidence, probably nothing still, just like before, but... Just old tires and stuff, bricks. Yeah, I don't know why any of this would be important, so... So I guess we'll just follow the footprints as well. Except that I'm supposed to go through there somehow? Do I? Ah.
Police crime scene detected. Multiple homicide. Attending officers Fair and Chadwick.
What are we looking at?
Multiple homicide. No IDs. I will warn you though, Chief. Fucking stinks in there.
Well, then it's a good job I skipped breakfast. Come on.
Oh, well, Thanks, Profox. I appreciate it. Although, when I say I mean evidence, so you have this like camera here. When the I don't know what you call them, but basically the framing on the camera shows up. The squares, right? The right angle pieces of the framing shows it when that turns green instead of white. Then you're supposed to take a picture, and then it will show you, like, for example, this door was something we could open, and then we got that little conversation. That said, obviously, number one, like I said already, I appreciate you taking the screenshot, so that's good, because that might be important for thinky time. Also, I don't remember the camera framing turning green when I was looking at that, so it might not have been something that I could even have analyzed anyway, so that's nothing, right? That's just some random piece of wood on the ground? Yeah, okay.
What the hell happened here?
But, like I said, that screenshot could still prove useful for me, for my own being able to figure things out. I already, on a previous mission, or memory or whatever, missed a whole bunch of stuff that I should have seen, or that I should have been able to find. So that does become problematic for me, because I'm now missing all of that. I was thinking before, and I might try to do it off camera, if I'm like able to stop. So how do I say this? There's basically, in the prison / asylum where we in reality are being kept right now, there's kind of this memory room. We go into this room and there are these walls with like bulletin boards of all the pieces of memories we've gathered from different missions. So our original mission to find the girl, Julia, Sarah, something, I don't remember her name. Anyway, we got all the evidence for that mission. But then we went on a memory where we infiltrated, in the past, we infiltrated a corporation to try to steal a prototype gun. And in the process of doing that, apparently I missed like half the evidence I could have gathered. I didn't know I was supposed to be gathering a bunch of evidence and that it was going to be tallied up and stuff later. So I might need to redo that. I mean, I'm not a completionist, but 50%, that is a huge gap in what I'll understand based on that experience. So I might need to redo that just because of that reality. So I feel like that is kind of a big problem. No evidence found. There we go. Now we do. So it made him go away. Why? He's not actually here, except he is in the memory, right? At the time this event happened, he was supposed to be there, right? Or was he not? Maybe not. I don't know. Oh! No, I see. It doesn't. I don't get an opportunity to make it go away here. So this guy is, or was here. Oh wait, maybe was he not? There we go. Yeah, and then this, and he goes away too, right? Yeah. See, something's going on. We're seeing all these bodies that apparently were not actually here, or something. I don't know. Or maybe they disappear because we've logged them. I'm not sure. Obviously, this is a bit of a problem. Like the Pandora is the thing on our head that's feeding us memory experiences, whether our own or somebody else's. So there's obviously something either wrong with the Pandora or wrong with our perception once the Pandora feeds us information, is what it would seem to indicate to me. That one stayed.
Oh, look at that. His entire face. There goes any dental match.
Shot off his hands too. His fingerprints are a bust. Professional job.
Shit, there's this many stiffs and no ID. We could link this to 100 cases.
So, drug deal it is then. What do you reckon? Adam's family or one of my Turner's lot?
Well, don't worry, decide later. Get the uniforms to bag it all. I'm getting a little peckish. There's that new cafe opened up next to the Nick. You fancy it?
Wasn't a good screenshot.
What is this?
You are trying to process too much, Mr. Black.
The Pandora cannot keep up. Concentrate only on the man you came here to find.
There, Mr. Black, right there. Use your
Scanner, identify and consolidate your memory.
Who is that man?
The Pandora will do the rest.
There, right there, that man. This one? Which man? He said there, right there, that man. Which man? What the frick? What man? I don't get anything. What are you talking about? Oh, here. Oh, I have to do it from this angle. It's a little silly that you can't do it from the other angle, I guess. At least it should say something like, I won't be, like, have him say something like, I can't see anything from this angle or something. Then at least it gives you a little tip off, but that's fine.
Identification confirmed. Jasper Prado. Status deceased.
There's me thinking we could sort this out, McDonald's. You wanna do it, but at least look me in the fucking eye.
So, we have a name then.
Jasper Prado.
Now I come out of
Here's
the memory.
keys, you'll drive it.
Oh, come on, Chief. Why have I always got to drive?
Rang, son, rang.
What now? How do I know this?
You don't. The Pandora is cross-referencing your memory with any police
Files in the database.
This memory is breaking down. You must move on.
Respect. Blood test analysis came this morning. The victim's DNA matches the DNA we found on the blast site. Chadwick claims the same location was previously used by local junkies, so Prado, as a drug addict and a dealer, wasn't necessarily involved in the kidnapping. Bart Fair. See, these things are, for example, some of the examples of evidence that I'm supposed to be gathering. Not this, but like that paper, for example. Probably nothing. Let's scan this anyway, since it's writing. No, nothing important. Okay. So I got that one. This. Shooting victim identified. Shooting victim was found in the warehouse near Route 10 last week. The police found out who he was. By Brian Scott. Last week we reported on the shocking discovery of a corpse in the abandoned warehouse near Route 10. The body of a 40-year-old man was found lying on the floor of the main hall in the warehouse, the victim having been ruthlessly shot from close range. According to a source, half the victim's face had been shot off, making him unrecognizable. Police concluded that the victim's name was Jasper Prado, a known mercenary and ex-military man, with no official place of residence. Police officers investigating Prado's case, Bart Fair and Hector Chadwick, refused to comment on the case. At this stage, it is still unknown if Prado was the only victim found on the scene. Well, I mean, unless all of those things that our camera made disappear were in fact just figments of a flawed memory or something, there were a lot more than just Prado at the site who were killed. Ballistic analysis conclusion. Examination of both crime scenes. Bromsgrove kidnapping and Jasper Prado case, as well as collecting and analysing the physical evidence related to weapons and ammunition during both criminal investigations, leads to the conclusion that the shooters used weapons produced by Advanced Defense Strategy. Bot fair. Sure, there's going to be anything else other than these very obvious notes to read. This is all laid out for me. Nothing showing. Yeah. There's all kinds of blood on that door. That is obviously not a great sign. Nothing else, right? Okay, blood there. Blood splatter. So they basically executed him, right? He was there kneeling and they shot him in the head, looks like. That's messed up. Cannot go through there. Okay.
Help!
Was that? I don't know. I don't remember now. That might have been the girl we were saving on our mission, since the location is the same. And so we're getting the cross-contamination of memories. Maybe. Don't see anything else to get us evidence here so far, at least. Still going this way. Makes sense.
This place again.
Yes. Your mind is definitely throwing up some kind of link between this Jasper Prado
And the explosion.
I'm surprised it's this pronounced, though. As if something is...
Bothering you.
Who is Jasper? Comes from a working class family. Father was a truck driver. Mother worked in a pub. Bright kid in school, though quickly lost all interest in education and started looking for fun elsewhere. Mostly partying in nightclubs and smoking pot with friends. Horrible accent. I did not read that well at all, but that's okay. Late. What does that say? FOC late? What does FOC mean? I don't know what that acronym is. Or maybe that's trying to have written out an accent where he's cussing or something. I'm not sure. But, yeah. All right, let's read this. Jasper's past and connections. He's in the army from 1994 to 96 and started working as a mercenary and drug dealer after being discharged. These days he makes most of his money dealing hash, pot, and ecstasy, but still keeps in touch with old friends. Alright. There. Modern. If there's anything more up here. This. It is your fault. Of course it is. Yeah, that's what I just read. Okay. There's this. Oh, that's to leave. Let's not do that quite yet. If there's anything else I'm missing. This one at least doesn't say it's my fault. Yeah, I don't see anything else. Okay. I might miss, like I said before, I'm not going after every single clue. I just wanted to get the main things that I could seem to find so I can figure out what the hell is going on. Okay.
Black! For God's sake, hurry! I'm trapped. You can stop this.
My readings indicate that you've engaged with an earlier point in the memory. Though we still don't know why you're here.
I was here to stop Jasper getting killed, I'm sure.
Careful, Black. You're dealing with raw theory. Pay attention to the facts only. You risk imminent corruption.
If you continue this course.
Fuck you, Red. I know I'm here.
Yeah, I definitely heard gunshots. Well, I heard loud bangs. I guess they were gunshots because the guy was shot, right? Anyway, I was out walking Cujo, my dog, at around 5 a.m. My wife's a heavy sleeper, and Cujo's always needing the shit in the morning, so yeah, sometimes I take him out for a walk. So yeah, I was walking down Pump House Lane and into the fields when the shots were fired.
That was an interesting recording. Okay, so Bart Fair was the officer on duty on this one as well. In Pike Hill, we've had, I think, at least a couple of things in Pike Hill. Possible homicide in an abandoned warehouse. That's where we are now. So there was the incident where we rescued the girl. There was other incident. And then this was... Well, let's read. Our informer, Jared Porter, claims the weapons he was arrested with were produced by ADS, and he obtained them with the help of an ADS employee called Jay. Jasper Prado? Maybe. Porter doesn't know this person's full name. Seems like Porter, a big name in the local arms trafficking business, worked in close cooperation with big and esteemed arms contractor. Bart Fair. Okay. Interesting. I can't do anything with this police officer, right? Yeah. Okay. Is he saying hurry? Keep saying it over and over. Hmm. 222. I don't think I went in a place called with the numbers 222 earlier. Yeah. That's not a note. It looks like just a metal plate. Probably some kind of a placard saying what room or building or whatever that is that has now worn away over time. Yeah, so we went there. Go over this side. I think somebody's saying it's a trap. Oh, snap. More evidence, I guess. F? Oh, right, the letter there. Okay, let's read these first. Excuse me. Who is Jasper? One of Cruella de Vil's henchmen from 101 Dalmatians, naturally. That's great. Free of charge. Yeah, maybe not. Okay, Jasper Prado. 39 years old, Caucasian, 6'2", blah, blah, blah. Sensitive information removed in his 95 to 97 stint. Interesting. Okay. Traffic, driving 15 miles an hour above the limit. Forcible entry and detainer, Holloway Head, Birmingham. Class C drug possession, diazepam, nitrazepam. Class C drugs possession, cannabis and caffeine. Traffic, driving 20 miles an hour above the limit. Class B drugs possession, cannabis and codeine. He's getting steadily harder drugs, looks like. I don't know. I'm not familiar with caffeine, but codeine, obviously. And while cannabis is not strong, in conjunction with codeine, it's not great. Diazepam and nitrazepam are prescription drugs, so he went from prescription to street drugs, looks like to me. Prado's car, UK3 MO. I don't know, that license we've not really. PHC 2006. Okay. If that ever strikes me as familiar later, then I might draw a connection. We'll see. This. Case reporting application form. High Kill area, case closed. Detective Bart Fair. Grounds for reopening. Due to evidence linking Jasper Prado's death to the Bromsgrove kidnapping, Prado's DNA was found near the blast site. I hereby request reopening both cases, since they appear to be linked. Decision, despite his request, was dismissed. So they did not reopen the case, even though he saw a link and suspected there might be something. So either he didn't have strong enough evidence, or somebody in the police department is involved and potentially corruptible or corrupted. And then what if I go on this? Is there anything down here? Doesn't look like it, but let's try this. Am I gonna notice anything like blood or anything? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Yeah, you can stop this. Hurry, that's what he's saying. There's somebody over there and there's somebody over here. I don't know, like, who I would or would not want to trust or see or any of this stuff. Nothing with him. I can't go in there. Okay, what am I doing here? Let's see. Detective Bart Fair is missing. So the detective wanted to reopen the case because he thought there was a tie and then went missing afterwards is what this is sounding like. Birmingham Chronicle, 7 August 2015. Detective Bart Fair missing by Ted Wilmer. 45-year-old Detective Bart Fair has been reported missing following a 4-day period where he failed to report for work and his wife, Jenny Fair, was unable to contact him. The Chronicle was able to contact Fair's workmate, Hector Chadwick, who has taken unpaid leave in order to help find his friend. He's a great copper, Bart, but he always got far too involved with his work. A man should never put his career first, especially when he has a family. I'll find him. He'll be fine. Detective Fair was a recipient of the 7 Police Bravery Award in 2009, following his famous rugby tackle of a knife-wielding maniac at Birmingham Moor Street Station. Cool. So it sounds like he was a hero, unless this is all played up to hide nefarious crimes. But otherwise, it sounds like the guy was a hero and just went missing because of nefarious something or other going on. Police Department, Homicide Case File, PHC 2006. That is the same case number tied to the car. I did remember that because it was not that far apart. Hey, Monmouth, welcome. So that photo of Prado's car is also PHC 2006 case number. So this ties into that somehow. Officers assigned Bart Fair, Hector Chadwick. Case opened 2006-15. And then case closed. Okay, so that may or may not be helpful because if it's just saying the case was closed, we kind of already got that from other stuff we heard, but it's hard to know for sure. Oh, okay. So that comes back. So what if I go on the side here? Is there anything more? It looks like no. Yeah. Okay, so we get this, and then past this. Nothing that the light really reveals. Okay. Says, hurry, you can stop this. I don't know what it is we're trying to stop, potentially. Or what we would be trying. Obviously, I don't think... So this is a weird... I don't know a better way to say it. Mind F? I don't know what is reality and what is... Like what actually happened versus what the Pandora is feeding me because I'm misinterpreting data or something. Hard to... I think mind game normally might be a better term for that instead of what I was using, but the problem is that it doesn't mean the same thing. Hallucination, but that's not exactly as all-encompassing as the other is. Well, whatever. You know what I mean, though. Nothing new there. And we went over there before. Yeah, I don't know if there's, other than going through that door back there, I don't know if there's going to be anything more really that we're going to get. Let's go over to this visage of a person and see. Oh, okay. So we get more here. Interesting. Nothing on the ground. There's nothing else up above either except for the tape recorder. Okay.
What's your problem? I won't tell you where I am. You need to back the fuck away now. This is out of your hands, and there's nothing you can do about it. So leave me the fuck alone and just let this run its course.
Okay, let this run its course. But what is this? What exactly are we letting run its course? His eventual execution that we saw earlier? Or is that... I don't know what to make of that. I think I've been all through the yard now and seen everything I can. We'll run over here really fast, but I don't think there's anything more here. Yeah, I was down in there already. Yeah, I don't think there's any more out here. So I guess we're going in that door. It looks like to me. Okay, but that appeared as I got in here, which is interesting. What? Strange. Okay. Well, let's examine this room more closely first. I can't tell if that's part of the soundtrack. I don't think so, though, but what is... Sounds like somebody crazy is like beating on a door or something. But the rhythmic nature of it.
I've been reviewing the data. Though you've been thorough in gathering evidence, your pursuit of supposition has sadly rendered this investigation useless. I'm pulling you out.
No, Red, not yet. I'm so close.
I don't think any of this is... Stuff keeps materializing and dematerializing, and it's hard to know what is useful information. Which I think is sort of the point, but still. That. Like that. I don't even remember what was in the corner there. But apparently that's gone now? Or something? Nothing here, right? See that? The banging got steadier, harder. That dude. Okay. Nothing new there. Okay.
pulled me out.
Like I said, you began making assumptions.
The Pandora is
Neutral, Black, and so must you be. Maybe you really were there to save Jasper. But the moment you assume that
to be true. You corrupt the
simulation and cast doubt over the memory. If you continue to do so, we will not be able to proceed.
Maybe I don't want to proceed.
Oh, I think you do, Mr. Black.
You wouldn't be here if you didn't want answers.
The process of pulling you out of a memory.
This time, Black.
Different how?
I'd like to try starting.
Before Prado was killed.
You want me to try again? To save Jasper?
I don't want you to try anything, Mr. Black. Everything is prepared for you. Just relax and explore.
Yeah, sure.
He's like, you guys are so full of it right now. I can't even. Does this make more sense now? Victim was shot at close range. We don't yet know how long the body was there before we found out. Yeah. That's what we read before going in last time. That was Prado. Okay.
Listen, I think someone's been murdered here in the warehouse. You should send someone. I'm half a mile down the road from the Pike Hill turning off Park Street. I was out on a run, and I stopped here for a minute. I'm looking at him right now. He's lying face down. No, he's definitely dead. There's a lot of blood. Yeah, it's Jacob. Jacob Singer. Look, can you please just send someone? Thanks.
We read those files on those officers previously. I think we already read this too. Oh, maybe not. We read that, but I didn't remember this showing up. Oh, it's torn picture. Maybe that's why we didn't read it. That's right. I do remember it now. We read these. His death remains unexplained. Chadwick is certain it was a drug-related crime. Questioned both Porter and Hamilton. Chadwick talked to John Linden and Albert Hall, but it doesn't seem we're making any progress. More names popped up in Prado's phone record, but the guy who's the dealer looks like almost all of his friends were just clients. Glazer. Reported a car accident near Pike Hill, which is where that all happened, where the warehouse and stuff was. Car hit the tree and was burning when we arrived at the scene. That probably is why we saw the photo of Prado's car earlier. They probably smashed it up to get rid of evidence, at least somewhat. Maybe they're like not evidence of the death. Prado's body was found, but I mean like maybe there was stuff in Prado's car that they didn't want discovered, so they just destroyed it. Possible homicides, Prado's body. One victim, death was caused by a gunshot wound to the head. Yeah, they basically executed him. No documents, so they'd have to get fingerprints or something to get a positive ID. Discovered shell casings on the scene matching a pistol with a silencer. Yeah, I mean this is all execution style stuff, so that's not awesome. Okay. So we're doing it again, huh? Oh, it's awesome. It's my favoriteest thing ever is to So I could return to the memory, but now I can also leave where before I could not. but he said he wants me to go back in the memory, right? So I guess we'll do that again. Oh, no, we're in this room.
Excellent, Mr. Black. You're using all the tools I have provided. I appreciate the effort. I believe this investigation may be swift.
Yeah, so we got the whole board is now filled properly. We got all of the details here. Like 96%, so we're missing one. Oh, here. I missed a card here. That's fine. Like I said, I'm not a completionist, but we have a pretty full picture here. This, let's see. This one is the problem. Wait, not this one? What is it? This one. The job where we're supposed to rob everybody. Oh. I mean, we got 80%. I thought we were missing a lot more. We got 80%. That's not too bad. I guess that's all right. Maybe I don't need to replay that. 87% of this. This is at the asylum here. So we're getting close to getting all the information for this asylum we can get as well. Got 100% from here. %. That's okay. The one card I'm not super concerned about. And whenever we return to this room, like if I return to this room at any point, I can just redo the memory. So I could always like redo this if something or whatever, redo that one if something doesn't make sense. But I think we're probably okay for now. Don't know why some of this is shining though and some is not. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's stuff that I have not re-inspected? I don't even know. No. I've seen that already. Maybe it's just doing that when I have not inspected it on the board here. Maybe that's what's going on. Yeah. Okay, let's play this one.
Let me give you an example. How old are you? 25? Right. Let's imagine tonight you're walking home after work. You see a horse in the middle of the street and you're scared. You start uncontrollably panicking. Your heart is pounding. Your hands get sweaty. You don't understand what's happening to you. When you're an adult, for Christ's sake, you shouldn't be scared of a horse. Now, you've no way of knowing what the root of this phobia is, but my therapy will make everything clear for you in an hour, maybe less. Perhaps when you were 2 or 3 years old, your brother snuck into your room one night, wearing a horse mask on his head. Perhaps he just stood there staring, watching, breathing, waiting. You woke up and you were terrified. I call it TRT, Toy Regression Therapy. Yeah. Give patients toys or mementos from their childhood and the psychoanalytic magic works miracles.
Anyway, yeah, this is the thing, right? Red, this is the big mystery. Who is Red and why is Red doing? He says you came, like you wanted to know about these memories. You came to us, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe him. I'm pretty sure he like somehow got a hold of this. I don't know about kidnapped. I don't know how that works exactly. If it was a kidnapping or if we went to see him for something else and then he drugged us and now we're in this nightmare thing or something. I don't know, but I am pretty sure we did not voluntarily go to all this memory stuff, have all this going on. Although he is called Red and we're called Black. So, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Could also be that we've been gotten taken into memories enough times. Well, anyway, I don't need to keep doing that. The shimmering kind of was bothering me, but not especially so. Anyway, it could be that we have gone into enough memories that it's had an effect on us somehow, and we're slowly losing it, and so that's some of what's like we distrust some things because we're having some kind of a psychotic break or something, not actually, there's not actually something going on. It's possible.
On a scale of 1 to...
Done all these, I think. This here, I canceled out. Yeah, okay, we did do that one. Yep. Yep, so we've done all those. Alright, I don't know. Whatever. Let's get out of the room. And I guess, since we opened that door, I guess that means we'll just proceed up forward. Can't go in this door, right? Yeah. Came from there. Yep, so this was the only way. Okay. Did miss that other direction we could have gone last time, not realizing that I could have gone that way. I'm hoping either we can go there again at some point, or I didn't miss really much of anything from going the way I did, because I don't like missing important clues. Just generally, but especially if it's going to be something like a mystery, you're trying to figure stuff out. Why you want all the clues you can get so you can understand how everything pieces together. I talked to Ben and Eric, and I thought I made it perfectly clear. The bad apple needs to be removed as soon as possible. Can't take the risk. This is Eerie Jest at defcmo.cmo, Malwares Bunch at sugar.uk.cmo. Sure. Sugar email, huh? Like I said on the phone, this is delicate. You work for me, and you follow my orders. If you can't handle that, I'll find somebody else. No mucking about. Okay, that's going to be to go into a memory. So let's look at some of this other data. Lieutenant Prado? Oh, yeah, because he was in the military. Yeah. That's the 94 to 96 that was redacted or whatever it said earlier on one of the reports we read about, like, incidents from him. He'd been in the military for 3 years. It is my pleasure and privilege to express my appreciation for your contribution to the success of Operation Grapple. You and the other members of your division did an outstanding job of securing the forward position, setting up and establishing communications, and coordinating the movement of follow-on forces. Without your dedication to duty, Operation Grapple would not have been the success that it was. Congratulations on a job well done. Colonel William King, Ministry of Defense, West Midlands Office, Chamberlain Square, Birmingham. This looks like it's all kinds of... yeah, look at all the redaction on this. That's a lot of redacting. Okay. Jasper Prado. 6. Yeah. Information restricted. So... we almost learned nothing from this. We know his blood type. ARHD negative, but otherwise... we already knew he was 6'2". Already knew he was around 165. 165 to 180, depending on... actually, 180 might be somebody else's weight, too. And he was 19 at the time. So he was 19... born in 75, so in 94, yeah, he enlisted at the age of 19. That makes sense. Okay. If I saw a horse in the middle of the night... I think I already said it, but if not, good day, Monmouth. Sorry about that. If I saw a horse in the middle of the night just standing and staring at me, I'd have a few questions like where on earth it came from and was it doing alone in the winter night in the middle of a city. Yeah. Yeah. But you're not supposed to be afraid of a horse. If I woke up suddenly in the middle of the night and a horse was chewing on my leg, but I'm not supposed to be afraid of a horse, clearly. The place is known... my voice cracked. I promise, I went through puberty many, many years ago. Okay, anyway. The place is known as The Shell. It's an abandoned warehouse about half a mile from the gas station on Route 10. It's not a Shell station, and probably never was. One local myth suggests it gets its name from the numerous shell casings found in the warehouse over the years. The place certainly looks like it witnessed its fair share of killing. I mean, that warehouse where we were, right? That's the same place, I think, and that's obviously... I mean, it's not a great place to be. Jasper Prado, victim or culprit? By Brian Scott. First it was the corpse, dead body found in the warehouse near Route 10. Then we learned that the victim's name was Jasper Prado. Now, for the first time, we investigate who he really was. An innocent man who was the victim of a psychopath, or a cold-hearted criminal who got what was coming to him. Since being discharged from the military over a decade ago, Prado returned to the country where he immediately began contributing to what would become a substantial criminal record. Just 4 months before his death, he was arrested for drug possession. Was his death drug-related? Or did his lifestyle become too much to handle? The police have yet to officially rule out suicide. Vicious crime in the warehouse. The corpse of a man in his 30s was found in an abandoned warehouse this week, and yet nobody has the slightest clue regarding the victim's true identity. Detective Chief Inspector Edwin Hughes had this to say. It appears the victim was shot from close distance, but we've yet to establish how long the body was there prior to its discovery. The autopsy is scheduled for Friday. No specific details about the victim's identity have been released yet, but a source close to the investigation claims that it was drug-related crime. Okay, so that's going to take me... We have this other... Okay, so this plus the tape recorder, I think, and then we go in. At Maybe. Anyway, you read it? Yup. What you think? Ain't happy the guy's a snitch. Yeah? But I'm not sure about putting him in the ground. If we don't, boss is gonna kill us, and his missus is gonna dance on our graves. I know. Come on, we do this together, mate. Get rid of the problem and forget it.
Listen, it's me. You need to tell me where the fuck you are and what the fuck is going on. You've got a lot to answer for, you know that. Call me back the second you get this, or there'll be consequences.
Did we do something? Probably not. That didn't sound like a threat so much as if we don't get our stuff together, get whatever situation fixed or whatever, there'd be big problems, I think is really what he's saying. But we could be a horrible person. It's hard to know in this mind game scenario we're in, right? All right. Think we have anything else to read or listen to out here. All right, going back in.
So what did I do wrong last time?
You just lost your way, Black, that's all. My reading suggests the majority of that memory remains unexplored. Focus this time. Assume nothing.
Explore the memory
In full.
Relax and explore.
Very good, Mr. Black. Relax and explore.
We'll see. Oh. And I've got the corner gun now as well. I did not have the corner gun before. Is this now suddenly
Remember,
a super dangerous
exactly
scenario?
the same memory as
the last one, just a little earlier on.
We need a clearer understanding of exactly what happened.
Understood.
This memory is a little temperamental, Mr. Black. I would advise
Against going in guns blazing.
Try not to get spotted.
Right.
New memoir entry? I don't know how I do that. 5. I may be going insane too. I passed out and had the weirdest dream. Oh, okay. Let's see what he says on these, because that might be important too. Save the girl. Okay, that was the first one. I know I'm Cole Black, but I don't remember. A bomb, a girl, Coal Black was there to save her. Woke up in some kind of asylum. I don't even remember getting here. I'm here to receive treatment. I will do whatever it takes. We're here to receive treatment, are we really, though? Coal Black, a hired gun for FDG's robbery, Robert Ramsey? Coal Black stole a prototype from ADS and confronted Roger Howard. He knew me. There was a murder in a rundown warehouse. The police hit a dead end, but I knew the victim, Jasper Prado. This thing does help me recall things. The treatment seems to work. Arguable, but maybe. But can these visions be trusted? The other patients don't act the same in the least, or don't act sane in the least bit. And then I be going insane too. I passed out and had the weirdest dream. Okay. Try not to get spotted this time. Fantastic. I don't see anybody currently. So, might be wise to have this for a minute. See, I don't see heat signatures. So probably for now, it's okay. No evidence, okay. Yeah, they said this one's temperamental, so I don't know if that means it's going to be weird or just if I shoot too many people will corrupt the memory and I'll get kicked out. I'm not sure. I shot too many people on that that other mission where we were supposed to steal the corner gun in the first place. Okay, so he's shooting that way. That's not awesome. Because not close enough, I think. So we should be able to enter that way. It was a young moose. So I think it had been curious of human settlement. Wait, what? I didn't know. Just making sure. It was a young moose. So I think it had been curious of human settlement. Why it had come to take a look and accidentally got trapped by the automatic door of a pharmacy. Climb this? Is that... Can I climb this? They're not climb or there's no jump, I'm pretty sure. App interactions, phone, guns, reload. F interact, but I didn't see an F to interact with it. Sprint, crouch, yeah. So I'm not able to do this even though I discovered this wasn't actually the thing. I'm still not able to do it, huh? How? Okay. That's not great. How am I supposed to sneak by these guys? Just take a really long way around, I guess. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Oh, there might be more evidence here. Let me. Can I? If I can sneak here.
What did Jasper do exactly?
Took matters into his own hands, is what I heard.
Yeah, but what happened?
Dunno. Order came from the top. Bring him in at all costs.
What about Jared then?
Try to stop it, idiots.
Too green. Too green. You'll learn.
If he ever gets out.
Jasper, Wesley, Tafik, and Ahil or Ahil. Okay. Back off now. I'm not really sure how they want me to sneak in. If might be this side, I don't know. Can't climb anything, right? See, I don't see any opening on this side, though. So how... Really? I can't get over where there's the big gap in the wall, apparently. But I can't get over on that side. There's no opening. How? How would I get over then? Or how would I get through? I do not understand. There's no F to go through this. They're facing that other way, so I assume that's the way I want to go anyway. I obviously don't know, but... Maybe we're going in the shed here instead or something? I do not understand where I'm supposed to be going through. Oh, here, interact.
Look from the other side.
But I found this opening, this nice convenient opening that one would think one might use to get through. Oh. Do I need to use the corner gun? Really? Suck. Oh, but this is a silencer, doesn't it? Ah, there we go. That's it. Okay. I was wondering. I was like, what the heck?
Stealthy, Mr. Black. Very good.
Was that really stealthy, though? I mean, I guess. It's because I've got a silencer, I suppose. Not going to shoot, but I look around the corner. They are not really looking this way. I could probably. Oops, that's not right. Let's do this. Go back. And then this. Try going through the Vegetables, probably. Back here. Special, just some kind of storage silos, grain, water, something or other.
Kidnapping, that's a bold move right there. Seems a bit much. She's just a girl. You've been around, bruv. You know the score. Yeah. Maybe I'm getting old. Speak for yourself, bruv.
Talking about kidnapping a girl. There were no subtitles for some reason, but that's what their subject was about, was kidnapping a girl. Get through here, maybe. You see me now? Now I think there. The other side of that. The question is, though, can I get through here at all? No. No, also. And they're the other side of that, right? So that means that going that way is... Well, going that way and close, I guess, maybe I should say, is not what I want to do. The far way probably is because the guys are actually aiming and shooting through. So the far way is going to be more difficult because I'm going to be going through line of fire, I think, right? Look at the other way, though, and see what my options are, I suppose. Where was... Here. Alright, so... There's a lot of shooting going on, making me wonder if they're just like target practice? Proving who's the better shot? I don't know what the point of that is. It's not like they're actively hunting somebody. Okay. I'll be back in a second. Just gotta use the bathroom again. Be back. I'd be a couple minutes. All right, sorry about that. Maybe they want to shoot me. Well, yes, if they see me, they will, but I don't think they know I'm here, right? That's the whole stealth thing, right? Is I think I'm sneaking in and they're trying to do whatever it is they actually were trying to do. Let's see. Okay, he's got a patrol pattern apparently. Oh, if he wanders way over there, I might actually be able to sneak. When he turns the other direction, I might actually be able to sneak past that guy. Interesting. Okay, hang on. Because this seems like could be wrong. Maybe it's just this specific corner of it, but this seems like a less patrolled area, which might be the key to my. Let's actually get over here where I can see them kind of. So I can track their movements. There's that guy. Friend. And it's definitely possible I'm wrong, but my understanding was that this is before the so yeah, I don't think they don't know I'm here. Like they wouldn't. I like if this were not in my mind, but were reality, I wouldn't have even been here. I showed up to rescue the girl. The last set of things we saw was the murder of Prado, and that happened before I was at this same area to rescue the girl. And this is before Prado was killed. So this is all kinds of before.
Good one, guys. Guys? Shit! Get to cover, now!
Really? suck. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can't stay there. Dude, really? So stupid. Like there's no warning. I mean there's like a billionth of a second warning. When I basically just have bushes, like how? How would you possibly hide something like that? Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, we're inside. Whole ton of people saw me, but we're inside. I feel like I probably missed evidence out there, though, because I couldn't sneak, apparently.
Mr. Black, I think that something is wrong with this memory again. It's becoming highly unstable. I will try to fix it. In the meantime, I'm sending you a picture. I need you to use it to exit.
Need me to use the picture to exit, huh? Really? So basically I got literally nothing from this memory.
Fingerprint found. One matching profile. Jasper Prado.
I did not do well in this memory, apparently. Find a picture with binary code and enter the investigation room. Oh, so I'm supposed to go with the picture again? No. I don't like this. You saw stuff and things happen and now the memory's unstable and I don't like that. Just like immediately dismiss me and boot me from the memory. Man, it sucks. All I did was go hide in the hide in here because everybody's shooting at me. Really? Damn. Fine. I'm gonna redo that one if I can. There's no way. That was way too limited.
I'm in that filing cabinet again, aren't I? But what are these?
Weapons, Mr. Black. A personal armory, if you will.
I thought you said I shouldn't kill. Something about distorting memories.
The more evidence you uncover, the less we risk distortion.
You're saying that I need to collect all the evidence for each board?
That's up to you, Mr. Black. But if you do, the memories become more stable, which means I can reward you with a new toy every now and then.
Fair enough.
Just the one so far, though, right? Yeah. It's fine. So what you're saying is you want me to redo some of these so I get more stuff over time or something? I don't know. So I guess it's this one. It's Dying Minutes. Gosh, I'm trying to think back at where everything was set up on there. I don't know how I'm supposed to sneak by. If those guys were constantly shooting in that one direction, like how would I have sneaked past them? That one side, clearly I couldn't, because the guy turned around and I was in the bushes, but he saw me anyway. I don't know. Okay. What do you mean rescue the girl from me? You mean that I kidnapped her?
Ah, it seems to have stabilized. Proceed.
So apparently I'm still missing a bunch of, well, possibly missing a bunch of stuff from outside there, but maybe not. I don't know. He told me not to kill people, so I just ran. That is not my... Not exactly my fault. It is my fault in the sense that I took actions that, you know, ran me in here. But at the same time, I was trying to be an obedient little guy or whatever. I don't even know what this is. I guess it's like a glow stick or something. Somebody's close by? He does the breathing stuff when somebody's close by. Doesn't look like there's anything in here to scan. Because we have to go to the other room where the stairs are and then just be aware that there's somebody patrolling, I guess. I'm trying not to kill people if I can help it. Somebody's right here, I guess. See somebody over there. For how long, I guess, before he patrols back. Still not seeing him. It's a little bit of time. Okay, and that's where he comes out. Okay. And there's a guy over this way, too. So... okay. Let's do this. Two. There. It's there. Somebody right there. I'm expecting him to pass beyond that crate and over to the right. Maybe. Yeah, there. feels like I go out in the open there, though. This is like a mistake. Let me go over here. I think there's a guy that comes by the steps here, right? I'm wondering if maybe kind of following him, but staying behind crates and stuff might be the way to go. Yeah, somebody's close. Oh, that's the same guy. Does the patrol, does like an L patrol here. I see. He's facing away and smoking. I'm supposed to find evidence is the thing, so I gotta wander around. See anything here, though, in the way of evidence. Do I want to go down, though? I don't, probably not.
Someone back there.
Is he going up?
Shit, I think it's the cops.
Really? Are you kidding right now? Wow, that's great. Dude, seriously. It's like impossible to stealth in this area. Like, what the frick? Oh, wow. Hi, I'm right by you. Just in case you weren't sure.
Ah, it seems to have stabilized. Proceed.
So stupid. Okay. Well, that worked until it didn't work, so... Try this again with hopefully not drawing people's attention to me. Would be great. There wasn't anything over there, so I think I'm just gonna go this way. Like avoiding that other dude is probably wise. Not sure if there even is anything. Just like no trespassing or no smoking or something. There's one over here too, yeah. No smoking, I think, is what it is, actually.
Hey, you were in the army, right? Sure was. You mind if I ask you a question? Shoot. Did you ever kill a guy? Yeah, I did. What was it like? Fucking horrible. Why'd you sign up here then? It's all I know. Heavy. Who's that? Hello?
Crap. See me again, I think. Somebody kind of noticed me.
No. Oh shit, there's
Oh,
someone here.
really? So stupid.
It seems to have
Yeah,
stabilized.
okay.
Proceed.
How many times do I die before I get to where I want to go? I don't think there's any. It's just like signs and stuff. It seems like there's not actually anything out here
You were in the army, right? Sure was.
that I want.
You mind if I ask you a question? Shoot. Did you ever kill a guy? Yeah, I did. What was it like? Fucking horrible. Why'd you sign up here then? It's all I know. Heavy. Guys, did you hear that?
So again, somebody hears me automatically, apparently. I go the other way, maybe? Crap, there's not really a good place to hide here. So I'll do this for now.
Someone's here, guys!
Of course there is, of course. Why wouldn't there be?
Hey! Hear me out, please! Just hear me out!
What do you want?
You're here for Jasper, yeah? They've got him back there.
And why are you here?
They locked me up because I was helping him out, but I only did it out of fear, I swear. I've seen him kill people just for disagreeing with him.
Match found. Jared Porter.
Please, please, if you leave me here, they'll kill me.
Okay. I don't know how I rescue you or whatever. It's no at all, huh? Okay. And I can't... Okay. So what? How am I supposed to rescue you? I can't go through here. Going back seems like a mistake, right? Back through here. Think there's anything on those. No, I don't think that's anything. And then that's back where I came from, where everybody's shooting at me. Because there's got to be proceed on, I guess, right? I wonder how this stuff equates to. So these people that were shooting at me, were they actually present in in this event in reality when it happened, or were they not actually present? Are they more like with Inception, where they're just defense mechanisms of the brain to try to stop you? Rescue the girl. I guess my question, Fofox, wasn't in the other world. My question was, rescue the girl from you. So we have we didn't kidnap anybody. So I don't know, as far as I know, maybe we did, but I don't see any evidence that we actually kidnapped her. We were trying to rescue her in the first mission. So I don't know what you mean by rescue the girl from you. Jasper's been working under the radar for almost a decade. Was in the army in the 90s when he first made contact with people who now provide him work as a mercenary. Got discharged. Likes his recreational narcotics, pot, cat, and ecstasy. Makes some money selling it all inside. Tends to deal in small amounts to keep a low profile. Unpredictable and erratic, but the best merc I know. So he gets what you want, but it is kind of iffy if what you get doesn't come with complications that you don't want. Okay. Unless I guess we go through this door because let's see a way to go through that.
What the hell?
Again with this room? Something happened here that we can't deal with because obviously we keep coming back to the same memory.
What do we think? Drug deal?
Rose Atkins. Jasper, he knows he's coming for you. Meet me back at the mansion. On my way, Rose.
Still no memory of Jasper. Found his phone, though. He brought me out, Red. There's no pain. I can think this time. Red, did you see that? We've got a name and a place. Rose and a mansion. Red? Red? Are you there?
Too busy to answer my calls.
Red.
We need to give him memory stick and cash in. Thought you'd be happy. It's almost over. So is she trying to eliminate us? See, that's what I felt. I was thinking. I didn't think that, but I'm thinking we didn't choose to be here. Something's going on.
Red, hey, were you watching? Who's Rose? And where is this mansion? Red!
We still haven't finished our investigation into this
Jasper
business, Mr. Black.
What do you mean haven't finished? We've got a name, a place. Jasper's dead. We need to...
I will say what we need to do, Black.
You are here at my convenience, and you wear
My technology.
Do not fucking cross me! Nobody crosses me.
Okay, fine. Then what do I do? Red, I said what do I do? Oh, never mind. I'll just proceed, shall I?
He's like, you guys. Seriously, I can't even with all the crap. All of the mystery, the lack of help, all the... Yep. New memoir entry, which was that? 5? 6? There we go. Okay, so this was this one. Jasper Prado was there. I was trying to get to him. And then it was too late, but I found out that he was working with Rose Atkins. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that's in my mind. Like, I'm trying to figure out not only what it... So, a couple of things, honestly. First of all, there's how does Red... Because he's Mr. Black, right? So, how does Red tie in with Black, and why is he here going through these memories, trying to piece together what happened? While at the same time, this whole area with the asylum, or whatever this actually is, comes directly on the heels of the mission to rescue the girl. So we go on the mission to rescue this girl. It looks like it succeeds, but then we get knocked out and we wake up, we're in this asylum. And we're going through these other memories of other things we did at some point elsewhere in the past. It's a lot going on. Then there are some inmates in here, some of whom go crazy and try to kill you, some of whom try to help you or don't care. It's a lot to go through. And the fact that we're in an asylum would normally tell me that we're probably struggling with serious mental health problems, right? But the fact that we seem to talk normally, we seem to act normally. I mean, we have an attitude. We don't want to always follow what Red tells us to do. But generally speaking, it seems like we have a particular direction we're going in. We don't... Like, if you've seen something like Shutter Island, for example, even though I don't remember his name, but the character that Leonardo DiCaprio played, even though he was on a mission trying to figure things out, you could see that he started becoming more steadily more erratic in his behavior as he progressed through things, right? That doesn't seem to be the case here. We seem to have whatever the devices we're wearing, the technology we're using for the memories, we seem to have some issues with that. But when we're back in the asylum, we don't seem to have any particular, idiosyncrasies that would indicate what kind of mental illness we might have. So I feel like maybe we're not actually a patient, but we're stuck here against our will, possibly because of something that Jasper and Rose had done, although Jasper died, possibly in competition. So we stole the technology from the one corporation. Maybe this is tied to the corporation we stole from, or maybe this is tied to the corporation we stole for, and they're trying to get more out of us. There's a lot going on, and I'm not sure I've really pieced together a huge amount of it yet. If he'll find out about himself when he gets his memory back, that's the hope, right? Is that we understand what happened, why we're here, what is going to happen in the future, how things, maybe clues tie into each other. There's a lot of that going on, right? So, okay, this is actually, though, since we got out of that memory, this is actually probably a good stopping point. So we'll just go ahead and end it here for tonight. And we'll pick it up next week. Yeah. A lot going on, and I'm not sure I've done a terribly good job in piecing together and understanding everything. It's confusing in some ways. Some things make sense, and some other things I'm like, but because obviously they're showing stuff from the character's perspective, from Black's perspective, and so it's hard to know because of that what that we're seeing is real and what that we're seeing is false. And so make a judgment, make some kind of determination how you should piece together clues you find when you don't have a complete picture of almost anything, really. I mean, I guess we got 100% of the stuff for the initial mission to rescue the girl, so we know everything from there, but beyond that, I don't know. We have a lot of pieces of a lot of the stuff, right? We have 80% of the clues that were available during the mission where we were stealing the corner gun, so that it's not, we could obviously be more complete. There might be some important things missing from there, probably, or some, but there probably is enough there to be able to help piece some things together as far as that goes and how that ties into things. There is the initial mission of investigating what happened to Jasper Preda, where he was already dead. And then there's the mission afterward where everybody was shooting at us and stuff, because I can't stealth worth anything apparently these days. We were trying to figure things out with that, but there's a lot missing from that. Plus, not only that, but you have like all these clues you find. There's still, beyond the clues you find, there are things that are going to be missing too, right? Because they're trying to take a mystery and keep it mysterious as they go along until a certain point. And so, because we're shrouding stuff in mystery, I find these clues, and those will help piece things together. But if they've done a good job in the mystery in general, which it feels like they have, then even with all these clues, you don't necessarily know what's going on. This is one of the strengths of psychological horror or psychological games in general, is that you can't judge evidence or what seems to be evidence as evidence automatically, because you don't know what's real and what's not. If this were like, Knives Out, Glass Onion type thing, or, Murder on the Orient Express, or pick your, Hounds of the Baskervilles. Pick any of your, mystery novels or something, or even like with games like Still Life or something. Pick any of these kinds of things that are definitely solidly mysteries, right? And in those cases, there might be some things like some red herrings to distract you and move you away and make you misinterpret some things you're seeing. But it's not quite the same, because with this game or any other psychological game, every little thing you see comes into question. Can I really trust that that's evidence, or is that just something I happen to have found? And it's unclear, right? So okay. Yeah, I will. Oh, thanks. I'm a great storyteller. Thanks. Anyway, so I'll leave that for tonight. But those are some of the things bouncing around in my head, is trying to piece together. So we know these details about Jasper. We know these details about like Chadwick or whomever. We know these details about the girl we rescued and about the mission to steal the corner gun. But how do they tie together? What can we trust versus what is not what is fabricated or an error or whatever it might be, including the reality of being in the asylum right now. That might even be a mystery. We don't know. So anyway, it's a lot to try to process, and I'm not sure how well or poorly I'm processing it. I don't tend to think of a lot outside of the time of the stream. So I think I'm going to try to walk through in my head some things this next week and see if I can figure some more stuff out. Maybe I'll have some theories or ideas, and we'll see where things go. Anyway, thanks for watching, Faux Fox, Monmouth, Siluel, everybody else who watches later. I'll talk to you guys soon. Till next time. Peace.
Where's Spider?
This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.